Coming to you live from my little two-car garage, aka the Jeep shop, aka Willis Wrenches, working on the M38a1. Starting up a channel, kind of a companion channel to go along with Watson's Wagons. You've probably seen me in a few of those videos, but I figured I would start chronicling the some general maintenance / update stuff I do with the A1. So without any further ado, I'll give you a quick tour of my hilariously messy shop. I don't know about any of you other guys who live in suburbia who've got the standard two-car garage, but mine is the same cookie cutter thing. So today what I'm working on is just dismantling the front end of the A1. So it's got some leaking going on underneath, and I know all these Jeeps leak, and I was definitely prescribing, one of the prescribers to the, every Jeep leaks. And then I met Watson, and he's an avid no leak guy. So he uses a lot of those double lip seals, of which this Jeep could use. And I've got a rear main seal that I need to get through, along with a leak coming from the transmission and transfer case. So anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I need to do a little bit of cleaning on my bench. I am definitely one of those guys who tackles a project, finishes the project, but then doesn't clean up. So I spend the first 20 minutes cleaning up the project from 2 months ago. So that's what I'm gonna do first, and then I'm going to start tearing into her. So, all right. Okay, garage is back into some sense of order. I have stuffed everything that was out into random drawers, so I'm calling it clean. Anyway, so back to the A1. So I am going to start by taking the front end apart. How I like to do it is I take off the fenders first, which just kind of lets you get into a little bit closer. When you undo the fenders, by default, the grille is pretty much undone. I will take the grille, the headlights, the radiator, everything off as one piece. Now, some of you guys are going to realize I just took off my fender after removing only 2 bolts. I should probably fix that too, huh? Though, I can say, there were only 2 bolts and the fender's off. Now, what's nice about these front fenders, these were meant to come apart pretty quick. So you have your 3 bolts on the back down here that hold the fender on. And then on the front here, you have another 2 bolts that hold the front of the fender on. But they only need to be loosened. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, right here. They only need to be loosened, and then, they just slide right out from the slots here. Okay, so we got the 2 front fenders off. So now I can start thinking through the front end of this. Off the bat, I know that I'm gonna have to drain the radiator. So on these early A1s, like I said, they're meant to come apart really fast. On these early A1s, this whole grille assembly will actually pivot. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's being held in right now by the radiator hoses, but this whole thing will pivot forward and fold down as soon as you connect it. It makes it super nice and easy. to get in there. The later M38a1s, they didn't do that, and there was actually rods that connected to the firewall here as well. All right, let's empty radiator fluid. And by empty it, I will attempt to collect all the radiator fluid that comes out with a handy dandy bucket here. But a little foreshadowing, I think that you guys can assume what's about to happen here. About to make a mess. Now, on my A1, and I don't know if this is the case for all A1s, and I'm not entirely sure if this is an A1 radiator, but I actually have a petcock at the bottom that I can unscrew to drain the radiator. That's what I'm going to do. It does tend to make a mess because it's not really in an area that's allows for a nice even exit of the radiator fluid. And that's not going to work, it's stretched. So, go the tried and true method and just open up the bottom of the radiator. Hey, Yahtzee! I would say that we have a good 80-20 collection ratio going. I think I'm getting about 80% of it. Okay, now that I got the radiator drained, I've taken off the top hose here. And my A1 has the shroud on it, so it won't allow this to tip forward because the fan is in the way, so we're going to take the shroud off here. These shrouds are something that are always missing on these A1s, or really any of these old Willys, but they make a difference, especially if you don't have a nice fresh radiator tank on there. They just increase the efficiency of the air coming through, and it makes a big difference in cooling it, especially in those super hot August, September days when it's super humid out. So with that off, I can now tip this whole front end forward. Pull that out. Anyway, with that apart, we can lean this forward, and then this little thing will lift right off, just like that. So there you go. I've been out here for about a half hour, which included cleaning up a little bit, and you can see that we're ready to start tearing apart the engine, or at least getting it ready to disassemble. Start by taking off the battery, taking all the air hosing off, disconnecting the fuel line, getting the exhaust manifold separated. This is something else I'll need to address. You'll see that I'm missing a bolt back here, and of course it's missing because it's the hard to reach one, so I can't get a tap and die in there. Again, something I should have done the last time I was in there, but you guys know how it goes. Spring was upon me, and I want to drive my Jeep. So yeah, that's where we're going to conclude today's video. Again, I'm going to just kind of catalog the work I'm doing over the winter with a series of videos. If they're entertaining, great. If they're not, then don't watch them. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, I'm going to throw all my videos up on YouTube and then just link to them through everyone else's Facebook pages. I'll have my own as well. But if you do like the videos, then just subscribe and like to them, and we'll go from there. Now, I'll throw out the caveat. I am by no means an expert. I could name this channel Watch a Dummy Google His Way Through a restoration, maintenance. I've had a bunch of these Jeeps over the years. I've been through a bunch of them, so I know my way around them. But I'm by no means an expert. One of the frustrating parts about having one of these old Jeeps, especially for all you young guys out there who want an old Jeep, bought an old Jeep, but then find yourself just searching and searching and searching through forums on how-tos this and how-tos that. Videos are super helpful. So that's the intent here, is just to start building a catalog of these videos. And Watson's Wagons does a great job on doing a lot of that stuff. You know, I recommend anyone who's going through a T90 to watch his stuff there. That was great, as well as rebuilding one of these Ross steering boxes. He put out a great tutorial there. And Scott Schiller as well. He puts out some great videos on his Willis, right? So anyway, all right, that's it for today. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and be back later.